I have to ask you this question too. What is the meaning of freedom to you? What is to be free?
Oh, that is wonderful. Because once you know the power of your intention, now you have the freedom to choose with awareness. That brings you inner freedom. And that inner freedom is peace. Peace that passes all understanding. So no matter what turmoil is going on around you, you are in charge. And that is inner freedom. Inner freedom, nothing to do with outer conditions. I'm talking about the inner mind, inner quality, inner position. It's an inner mudra. You might have heard of the word mudra. Yes. Mudra means it's a position that you take on with the body to enhance the efficiency of your body's movement and energies, but that can be with psychology. So I think for me, Tiller's physics and writing and going away and creating the space in my writing and leaving medicine for a little bit has created great freedom for me and great voice in me. I can speak and I can stand in my light and own it.
I love that. How empowering it is, and what a great reference for all of us. What is your own definition of the word genius?
Genius is connecting things that are not obvious. And for me, Tiller connected consciousness with the physical law of science. And he showed mathematically they're connected. You see, in medical science, consciousness has always thought to be the brain. And Tiller says, that's not true. And he's right, because consciousness is not locked in a spatial way within our skulls. And Tiller says consciousness is a field effect. And if you have to go there, then we can ask the next question, that's the genius part, connecting consciousness with energy. Can it be a source of energy? And energy is thermodynamics, okay? And he showed that your intention, once you chisel it, is a source of energy to do more work. Imagine that. Imagine your intention being a resource that continually provides all the time. You're shaping more, bigger things, changing more things. Now you're shaping, and I make more intention. I'm writing an intention almost every week, new intention. Absolutely. So the genius that Tiller brought was this whole notion, don't get locked into the brain. And once you do that, you're unbounded. And then he brought the other ingenious thing. When I looked at objects, I thought there's a rock and a plant, and so what? But he says, make no mistake about it. Even things you call inanimate can be alive, can have consciousness. Objects can be conscious. And it really opened a whole new perspective, because I used to look at him like, what are you talking about? He is right. He is right. And that's where your listeners, I hope, pick up a copy of Bridging Science and Spirit.
Yeah. So everything is alive and consciousness is not localized. Yeah. Talk to me for a moment about consciousness, mind continuation, reincarnation.
Yes. The indestructible part of us, our soul self, does not die when this physical body is dropped. Okay, it's a fact. And the Buddha's relics, and I talk about my research into the relics of the historical Buddha, which his relics exist today. He died 2,600 years ago, and yet his consciousness never died. It is continuing. And so the essence of us, the soul self of Valeria and Nisha, does not die when Nisha goes away or is physically ceasing to be. That soul self goes on to its next bio-body suit, its next physical existence. And many masters, many lives, there have been many recollections now in scientific field that really give life give more data, if you will, to this whole notion of reincarnation, many bodies, many lives. We just don't remember them. You and I have amnesia for our previous lives, but Buddha gave a notion to it. Krishna talks about it. So they're very, very, they are fundamental facts of existence.
Yeah, when you talk about different levels of consciousness, and that might be it.
It is, but look at Christ consciousness and look at Krishna consciousness, a consciousness that is so full on love from that absolute field comes here and leaves us changed forever. And their truth stands the test of time. Imagine that. Science will keep changing. We'll build bigger models and this, but Krishna and Christ will stand.
True. So true.